We can start with our weekly marketing metrics presentation. Over to you, Chandresh.
Um, just give me 1 minute. There's no update option here. Like the chart is not updated. Mm.
It's updated. I updated it.
I know. It's still not showing the 1st August data. Okay, no, it's July 5th. Sorry, I forgot. I thought it's 1st August week one. Okay, this is correct. I thought it's not updated. Okay. So on Twitter in the last, thanks, Ram. On the Twitter in the last 1 week, we have got around 1,300 new followers and 123K impressions. So compared to last week we had actually a very low point. So we are like not necessarily we have seen a huge growth because a week before that we have been seeing like new followers around 1,000 every week. So last week was a dip with only around 200 new followers, but now we are back to like around 1,300 new followers. And from impression wise, like so for in the last 2 months, we have had seen a deep dip before which we had 100K plus impressions every week. So now we have seen the rise again with 123K new impressions on Twitter. On YouTube, we have only minor progress with 28 new subscribers and around 300 new video views.
Hi everyone. This week we have seen a growth of 268 new members on Discord compared to 330 last week. So that's a slight improvement from previous weeks. So that's there. Moving forward, yeah. On Telegram also there has been a stable growth. We have 45 new subscribers. I'll just mute Ali. Yeah, please you can move forward, Ram. Yeah, on Telegram members also we have we conducted quizzes. There was a growth in the number of members 214, and then last week there were 66 new members. So yeah, that's about it.
On behalf of Subbu, so no progress in the blogs. But like coordinating with the agencies here. So for July, so planned out is 12 blocks. Like we have chosen 6 blocks from the already completed content and a new topic, another 6 blocks. So it is like optimizing the old blocks content for SEO. So making few structural change in the already published blogs to improve the ranking and for the most number of keyword clicks and everything. So with that, 12 is the planned one, and like 2 is under review. 10 is yet to be come from the vendor. So, but somehow we're planning around 12 to be published for the quarter of July. And for August, we are planning for another 30 content. So the target here is the end of August, there will be around 42 contents. Blog pages slight dip from the last week. Last week it was around 1,443 page views, and this week it was around 970 page views. Of course, the crypto one project is always leading the top position here. The last two are the new entrants, the recently written articles, DDoS attack and Dove, both are performing good. And still, yeah, these kind of few articles, we are picking it up and we are again optimizing it with the help of expert here. So that also will be in future we'll be getting very good results in the future. With respect to website, a spike in the website compared to previous week, like more than 45% jump, and we were around 8,469. Of course, like major contribution, jump is contributed through the social media traffic. Around 20, social media this time contributed around 25% of the traffic. The rest, slight increase in the search traffic as well. There are around 1,588 search traffic. So again, like it's almost constant for the last 2 to 3 months. Newsletter subscribers, again, there's a spike of 256, but actual here is 122 are the unique new subscribers from YGET webinar that we conducted 2 weeks back. But these are just the total subscribers, but these guys will not be added in the newsletter subscribers, but they are saved as a separate list and they will be communicated for like all the future webinars. So only those learning type of webinars, they will be stored in a separate list and they will be engaged upon. So with that, the split is 122 is through original webinar. Actually, it's 170, but among that 170, around 48 are existing in subscribers and 122 are the new unique subscribers. So remaining 136 are the total new newsletter subscribers for this week. I made to upload for Shailesh, but Shailesh number we got on 149 registrations at the webinar that completed last week. Yeah, should throw more light on that one in forthcoming slides. In terms of overall website traffic, direct traffic contribute again leads with 48 percentage, followed by social, second highest at 24 percentage, search at 18 percentage, followed by referral at 4 percentage. In terms of Liberty metrics, uh, so as based upon like last week conversation, Vaijnath had a query. I just posted the answer from the tech team in the meeting minutes channel. Please do verify that the reason behind the drop and everything. So, but with that, last week, very great performance. It's like again, we got around more than 1,71,000 total transactions. In terms of accounts, 49,000 accounts. So total contracts, we are at 520 at this moment. That's our team on the metrics part. Moving to to-dos, the task list. Over to
Thank you.
Chandresh.
So contributions till date is something. So I think moderators and Yash have been ensuring that everyone is updating their contributor slides. And I'm working on a sheet that lists out the contributions that will be rewarded and like which have gained and helped us grow Shardeum community. So that is still ongoing. Web3 glossary. So I've been working on that. So I've listed down all the terms on Friday. So today I have not been able to add it. So I've had definitions, but they are not complete yet. So by tomorrow they'll be completed. So that is ongoing. Super Shardin FAQs is also ongoing. A visual designer. So we have looking for that. We have had few calls. I've worked on a brief, and I'm still looking with more designers on getting someone for the like Shardeum designs for the project and even marketing collateral. Now, moderator, I think Yash will be updating more on that. We have had a few interviews. YouTube calendar. So we have published only two videos recently, which is the two webinars that has gone live. We are still to yet to create new videos. So for that, sharding videos are something we have been working on for a while. Some briefs for that. That everything is completed. We initial calls are also done. So now in the next 2 weeks, not just 1 week, we are that is something Ricky is working on. So there will be some call schedule for that. We have a list of episodes that will be going live for that. So yeah, that's one type of video update for YouTube. For global merch store, I've had a few conversations with a vendor. First for the designs and second for the number of items and the payments that will be available for the merch store. So this is a crypto merch store. The conversation is still ongoing because they are yet to get with a cost for the merch that will be created and what will be its sale price, etc. So that is pending, and that's the stage we are at this point. Yeah, I think that's the update for now. Uh,
Hi everyone. So I'll start with the last week's update. So last week we completed the webinar how to build a D app with Shailesh. So if I give some stats, so there were 71 viewers, active viewers on the peak, and then we have had like 16 plus entries for the giveaway. So like we are assuming that we had somewhere around 16 to 20 dApps created on the webinar itself. The video is now live on YouTube, so if somebody missed, they can go and watch and create their dApps. That's there. Then the regular processes like conducting onboarding calls, conducting quizzes. That's something that's been happening. We have now transferred all of these activities to the mods, that is Shubham and Saloni. So that's there. That's an update. Also, one more update on community moderator for Discord is that as of now, we're just going with Saloni and Shubham, and then we'll be having new mods next month. So we are still interviewing a few people. Now moving forward to this week, so I have listed all Shardium's Discord server is listed on almost most of the discovery places like Discord's discovery section, Top GG, and other platforms as well. There are few that's left, so I think this should be completed by day or tomorrow. Then I'm working on the quiz for this week. So that's there, and then there's this language mod plan. So most probably it should be completed by this week, so that we'll have a proper language community growth plan there. And then there's this webinar preparation that's going on. Apart from this, as we are going to as Shadim team will be attending the web3 conference, so we have been ideating on a few different ideas on what we'll be doing there. So yeah, that's about it from my end.
Thanks, Chandresh and Josh. Sorry, Tim. I guess I lost my chords here. Okay. So, but anyway, so last week we completed. Sorry, I have added it here. Cool. So email newsletter completed for last week, and of course working on parallelly with another design vendors. So onboarded one temporary vendor at this moment for quick requirements like hackathon and conference marketing collaterals. So with that, completed the kickoff calls as well. Then with respect to meetup, collaborated with the Web3 Chennai meetup. So we were planning some t-shirt giveaways. So that happened this Saturday. I was not present there, but one of our community member, Sriram, has attended and had a good traction from the meetup. Grants program, like working with Shashad, so like worked with another draft version 2, completed and submitted again. Again, had two calls with the two of the potential partners, so that also completed. So follow-up will be taken care. Hackathon budgeting completed and submitted internally. And next we'll be working on the other deliverables. And in terms of Shailesh webinar, let's just work on the event page creation and feedback consolidation. So, but here again, the overall subscription were around 149 in total subscribers, and almost everyone agreed to be part of the future communications. So, but from this one, I have to filter the unique list. So that will be reported next week. Again, I was working for a few CMS Notion integration for all the text rich temporary pages. So that also completed. That is on that part. Then with respective to Super Shardeum program, got few queries on campus ambassador. Like got two people approached me. So explain the nitty-gritties of the program. And still, we will be working on this. And again, campus webinars also like got around one query, but again, he will be coordinating for at least around 10 colleges overall. So that also got a very good response here. Thanks, team, and please keep dropping your request in the Super Shadow program. Go through all other activities and let us know. SEO block deliverables, as mentioned, planning for around 42 at the end of the August. So July target is planned, that is in execution, but uh, didn't meet the deadline here. But by August, there should be at least 42 contents overall. And the page ecosystem page should be published, like should be completed last week itself, but there are few last minute challenges where there, like around 95% completed. So we'll be coordinating with Yash for the actual data from the developers. So after testing that, this also will be taken live this week for sure. Same with hackathon landing page, almost 95% completed. So after discussing the final launch date and everything, it also will be made like cool. That's all, team. That's all from my end.
Can I go on next?
Yes, Priyanka.
Guys, tell me, are you hearing background noise? Oh no.
It's
Okay, okay, it's fine now. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, my crisp.ai is not working fine, so please bear with me with the background noise. So coming to metrics, unfortunately, I don't have any metrics to show this week. Uh, I'm expecting some, coverages and all for Shardium this week. So hopefully next Monday I'll have some numbers to show there. Coming to what I worked on last week, so I worked on two story ideas for Shardium, and I also pitched it to a few reporters. And I'll this week I'll continue following up with them to see if that story comes out. We also started working on one op-ed article for Nistral, and I've received a draft today, and I'll be reviewing and editing it this week. Last week, I also spoke to projects and all for hackathon partnership, and also connected with a game to work on a partnership announcement with Shardia. This week, as I mentioned, I'll be continuing to edit and review the op-ed draft, and also work on publishing it on the right publication. Follow up with the reporters and podcast hosts I've spoken to last week. This week, I'll also work with Zahur on his presentation, on his keynote for the Web3 Conf India, that where he's speaking. Also, one thing we'd like to start with campus, like a full-fledged campus ambassador program. So we'll work with this, like with the respective team members to kind of take this to the floor. That's all.
Thanks, Priyanka. So open to the community. Any questions, any queries, please feel free to ask. Yeah, Bipin. Yes.
yeah, will be.
There are two set of contributions, right? Currently, one set of contributions going with respect to Super Shardeum program. So there the guidelines are clearly defined. So apart from it, there are usual contribution that has been already a few people are doing in the last 3 to 4 months. So that also will be continued here. So both set of things are welcome here. So, but I just need to understand where did you hear that like unique contribution here?
So
Maybe like
there was a call. I think the people who currently have the contributor role on Discord, and just to keep make sure that everyone who is consistent or only contributing, only they have the contributor role on Discord, right? So for that also, Yash is work. So I think who asked the question? Like I can't.
Bipin.
Maybe.
Vibin.
So for that as well, so like to have a specific set of rules, like unique contribution is one kind of a set of rule, right? That a person who is just copying content shouldn't given a contributor role. If they are just like one person has translated some blog, they are publishing it just on a different website. So to ensure that the role on Discord, okay, this is only related to Discord, that is something who can get that role. Uh, a document is being drafted. So once we have that ready, we'll share that with everyone. Definitely. So just like I think in code, even though every code is open source, there's still and it is ensured that the code is not just copied because the original person who has written the code has been given acknowledgement that okay, this is the person. I think that happens on GitHub, even to ensure, because we are not like now the contributions happen anywhere, right? On GitHub, like which user is actually writing the open source code. So here also what we are figuring that out on how to make sure that the person who has the idea is acknowledged that that was the person who came up with the idea first, not just that someone else published it. They picked it up from Discord, let's say, and published it on a Twitter account or on a YouTube. If like just an example will be someone if is working on a video, they share it in the Discord channel just to take feedback, and someone else downloads that video and publishes it, right? So that obviously is not correct, because the person who created the video might not be the one who published it. So we are trying to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's one of the reason why we are preparing this guideline kind of a thing, and also help everyone work together, keeping OCC in mind. Yeah. Thanks a lot for even pointing it out because I think uh, even though OCC is just published, we definitely need to keep ensuring that we cover all of these things. So now that we know this is also a possibility, we'll cover it up.
So Bipin, yeah. So this is with, if I remember correctly, you also had pointed out this one earlier, right? With one of the, okay, got it. But I would prefer, at least let's see, it's a community initiative, right? So few things, community by itself have their own ethics here.
Yes, Bibin, we are aware of that, and I have also, like, we have been working on it, as as Chandresh mentioned, like we are working on the guidelines there. So yeah, that's something I have also conveyed, and we've been working on it. So yeah, that's there. But given the magnitude of contributions, it differs from person to person. So every case is different, and this is why it's taking some time. So we- yeah.
Cool. Got it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Simran.
Vipin. Thank you so much for bringing this up. Yeah.
If anybody else wants to add anything, please feel free to.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. See you in the next catch up call.
Thank you, everybody.